Hello and welcome to Saudi Arabia, the largest country on the Arabian Peninsula and the first country to be home to a race in the newly formed all-electric Ion Formula E Championship. We're in DIRIYAH, a small town on the border of the capital of Saudi Arabia, which is Riyadh. Track here, 21 turns, very tight and technical for the first and second sectors, mimicking Japan's Suzuka S's turns forward to there. Turn 14 and 93 right hand, but reaching through to the straight of turn 17. There's the start line, there's the attack mode, where all drivers can get 25 kilowatts of extra power twice throughout the race. Here is the starting grid then. Nobody qualifies in position 24, 23, 22 or 21. Everyone's starting from position 20, which is the real period from this Saudi round. Next to him is Magnificent for Panasonic Jaguar Racing. And then up in front of them, Fexeland, PS2, TTD, P16, Project Fit in the Army. Next to him, F1 fan, Vision Virgin Racing, P14, the next Nissan Nidans, Asian Capazon out with Capitan Road in the BMW i30 next to him. Simerson in the next Prius Cheetah and the application to the Dragon next to him. Piano in the Mahindra in P10, first picture with the Dodge Jet in the Audi. Aluno in the Panasonic Jaguar Racing in P8. Roger Adrian in the BMW i30 P7. The first Mercedes the M5 is in 6. Nerdy Gaming in P5 with the last Mahindra. Neo 333 Toots in P4. Roll Fun Great in third position with Porsche. Kai Kero with the next Mercedes P2. And Castronics is on P1 on pole. So here we are. Joining me in the commentary box, we have Cash, the lead director of Ion.
Hey there, guys.
Let me just check my mic settings. Oh my god, that was so low. That was on like...
Yeah, it was.
That was meant to be on like 6 and it was on like 1. Apologies for anyone who couldn't hear me. I was trying to. Bit of a rush.
Yeah.
I think that would be a bit of an understatement to say it was a bit of a rush.
Yeah, we up on stream right now?
You should be.
Cool, cool. Alright, so as we are speaking, we're waiting for a few people to do laps for whatever reason, and I'm not too sure what's going on right now. So that's just going on in the background here. Meanwhile, we've got the rest of the grid all lined up. I think we're just waiting for 2 or 3 people.
Yeah. How excited are you for the inaugural Ion Formula E Championship race? Obviously, they were a league before they merged with Ion, but now they have all this technology to improve the racing experience.
Surprisingly, I'm actually pretty excited to see what's going on here. We did the qualifying format earlier, and that was actually a lot of fun. So I expect the race to be a lot more fun here too. We get to see attack mode working for the first time as well, you know, an Ion technology that we introduced. And of course, we get to see what the batteries are like.
It's going to be very interesting to see how they're managing that compared to the other series where you have fuel. You can actually recharge your batteries as you brake.
Oh yeah, that's right. We got the regenerative braking. Something similar to what they have in Formula 1, but Formula E to a whole different degree.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, cool. It looks like we were just setting up the timer. The Formula E guys are new to the Ion timer, so we're just having to explain a few things to them.
Mm-hmm. Makes a lot of sense.
Alright. Yep. So we've got 45 minutes plus a lap to look forward to, all calculated up. So it's about 57 laps, was it? Yes,
Yeah,
57
57
laps.
laps.
All right. So we're about to get on the way. It's getting tense. All right, he's telling us that our volume is all good to go. All right. Looks like we're ready. You can call it off the pod.
Okay. So we're waiting for the lights. And here they come. 5 lights are on. And they go out, and we are away in DIRIYAH. Good start for Kaikera, alongside ahead of the Porsche already. Into turn 21 we go. Now down the pit straight. Looking good from all cars. Dolph and Greg already into P1 in the other Porsche. Coming through to turn 5. No, that's turn 2, sorry. Through turn 2 now. Very technical through here. It's going to be very difficult to not slide out. It's looking like a Porsche, Mercedes, then a Porsche again.
Yeah, surprised how high up Kaikera is actually running, considering his abysmal qualifying performance. He did qualify in the top 6, and he was there for the pole shootout. But I didn't expect him to be very consistent at all. But hey, yeah,
Castronics is
Porsche
P1.
Yeah, the pole man himself actually pulling away from the rest of the field here, but he's got Greg right on his bumper. I'm actually surprised at how loud these cars are for electric cars.
Yeah.
These are louder than the Formula 1
The two
cars.
Porsches have pulled away for the entire field. Kaikera seems to be falling back.
As I expected him to do. Yeah, the current leaders, first and second, are actually tied on the leaderboard now, as there's 6/10 between them now. As we saw Greg hit the wall back there, so that's pretty interesting from that regard. Meanwhile, we got spinners. We got Builder of Worlds, Broman, and Toots down in 19th position, 20th position, 22nd position. Both spinners there.
That's very unfortunate.
Yeah, very unfortunate, especially at the start of a race like this. It's going to be very difficult to catch up. Meanwhile, we have a lot of these drivers here actually spreading out amongst the field between 1st and 20th already.
Dance Jack already up into P3 in the Audi. Started P9.
Wow. Performance from him. It looks like he doesn't have the outright pace, but he's got the consistency, without a doubt. And you know what? No surprise that Dance Hijek with the fastest lap here. We've seen him doing absolute blistering pace in Formula 1. And we see him here in Formula E doing the exact same thing.
Very interesting to see how the different drivers can be over. Obviously, we've got some Formula 1, Formula 2 and GT3 drivers in here. And then we've also got completely new drivers for Ion in Formula E.
Yep, without a doubt. And also, I find it interesting that nobody's decided to take the attack mode yet. I wonder how the strategy is going to play out with that.
I feel like everyone's going to try and get into a rhythm first, and then they'll start attacking on people, because P1, 2, and 3, they're already off in the distance.
Yeah, that's a real fact. I guess the leaders here will probably try to wait for the gap behind him to get big enough.
Kaikera's spun. He's going to fall down the order.
Oh, yeah, he has. In the Mercedes, Kaikera going from a 4th place all the way down.
He's now
you got
8th.
another spinner in the background there. Yeah, and I believe he's going to fall even further.
He's right behind his teammate.
Yeah, in 11th right there, TDM fan. But as I was saying, I expect the leaders to break away from the pack and wait for everybody behind them to engage attack mode first. Because even though these cars don't have collision, having the cars ghost through you is quite distracting. You can lose a lot of pace just from doing that. Not to mention the dirty air that comes associated with it.
You can see on the driver. Oh, and that is TDM fan going for the attack mode. TDM fan is on attack mode.
Ah, he is. TDM fan, our first attack mode user.
Surprisingly, it's not showing up on the driver tower for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say. But hey, you do see his timer ticking down there while everybody else has 4 minutes. He's got 3 minutes and 57. So let's see what type of positions he can make up, as he is the first.
As you can see on the driver tower on the broadcast that you're seeing right now at home, the solid lighter purple, that's who's got the fastest lap. That's Dancer Hijek. The people with attack mode are meant to be red, but they aren't at the moment.
Yeah, we're just going to see where that goes. TDM goes really deep into the first corner. He doesn't realize with the more power that he has, he's got to brake a little bit earlier for these corners. That'll take a lap or two to get adjusted to.
Yeah, and then as soon as you've gotten adjusted to that, you're going to be braking early when you lose that attack mode.
Yep, you're going to have to do exactly the same process of relearning the track again when you're off of attack mode.
Of course, he's got a big gap, a 4-second gap.
Wow, between Cast and Dance. Hijak, who's normally a Formula 1 race winner. Very surprised to see Cast pulling away from the rest of the field like that. Not sure we've seen him win an Ion before, so this might be one of his first wins if he can keep it together.
Very exciting.
Very indeed. We've got TDM Fan who's got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left of his attack mode, and he's moved from 11th to 10th so far, but he's right on the back of 9th and 8th ahead of him. And looks like he's about to make a move. Ooh, he hits the barrier there. That's not going to gain him much time.
Yep. He's on the diffuser of Lakapade there. Very close to that Geox Dragon.
Yeah, that's Lakopu right there. And Lanner ahead of him as well. We thought he had to start from the pit lane. There's a lot of confusion.
Oh, he spun!
Yeah, that was Lakopu spinning there in the background. Ooh, we got a lot of spinners up here now. Dance Hijak closing in on Castronics here, though. I wonder if Cast is going to want to take that attack mode anytime soon. Because you have to remember that attack mode isn't quite like a pit stop. You do lose time, but not as much. So maybe these early pitters will, or sorry, maybe these early attack mode users will actually manage to gain a little bit of time compared to the rest of the field here, depending on when they choose it. We got Cast hitting the wall as he comes through the S's here.
Okay. Difference between Formula E and Formula 1 is that there is no damage, so if you do screw up, you're still going to be on the track, so you can recover very quickly.
Yeah, backwards or not though, at least you're still in the race.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I believe we're probably going to see Cast take attack mode in the next 2 or 3 laps. That's going to be my prediction, if not next lap. As he's coming up to back markers right now, we've got the Kurist in a 23rd position. I believe he's running last right now. So we're running all teams but one at the moment.
Already into the 80%.
That's going to be interesting, actually. Because this weekend we're running enough power to get to the end and then some. Next weekend it'll be a little bit tighter than that. So we're going to have to see drivers regenerating their power and see how they manage to do that during the race. We've got all 3 of the stats here showing. So we see actually a lot of people here who are on attack mode. Let me see. We've got Kaikera who's on attack mode. TDM's attack mode is about to run out. We've got Project User on attack mode. Toots down in 19th on attack mode, and AG Capadonna on attack mode as well.
Everyone's trying to get up the field.
Yep, as TDM's attack mode runs out right now, his halo turns back to blue, and he's got as much pace as the drivers around him. But fun fact, he actually managed to fall back behind his teammate while on attack mode. As he manages
He's in the same position where he started.
Yeah, that was mainly down to a lot of mistakes that he made, rather than the attack mode just being slower. But yeah, it's about keeping the consistency and being able to put down that power and keep it out of the walls, which are, you know, around the track, if you haven't noticed already.
Melodic Adrian and Capitan Bo doing all right in the BMWs. They're now, they've got a podium position for themselves.
And I was going to say, Kaikera about to set a fastest lap, does set a fastest lap, and also spins it, but does manage to recover it. He has a huge moment there. Like Kaikera coming back through the field, it looks like he can handle the power a little bit better as he just gets to grips with his new power amount. Ooh, as he hits the wall there, though. So I think the real game here is to see who's able to be consistent with the attack mode.
Yeah. It's very important. In Formula E, you can't really gain positions on people like you can in other motorsports because everyone's so level. It's the consistency that counts, because who can be this good for the longest amount of time.
Yeah, in qualifying, we saw a lot of drivers within just a couple of tenths of each other, all in the same second.
And like the leader, DIRIYAH, he qualified P9. He's been the fastest person all weekend in the free practice sessions, dropped it in qualifying, and is now back up in the lead in the race.
Yeah, DIRIYAH doing a really good job here. Actually, I think we missed that. At some point, Cass must have made a mistake because now he's down in third position, 4 seconds behind
Dylan Wells
DIRIYAH.
has spun.
No surprise.
Yeah, the former Toyota F1 driver.
Yep. You know he's busy crying in that cockpit of his. Meanwhile, I'm looking at this battle here. It's between Lawful Greg, Cass, and Captain Bo here. Currently for second position, we have a few drivers all on the same stretch of track right now. I want to see who else decides to use the attack mode, or if drivers just decide to completely avoid it. We'll see how that pans out.
Liano just set a purple third sector. Could he be increasing his speeds? He's got attack mode activated in that Mahindra.
You know, surprise! Ooh, we have two cars spun. That's Lawful Greg and Broman, who was spun in a third and well, that's not going to be
had
third
to do a
too
bit
much
of a
longer.
3-point turn. That's going to lose him more time.
That was a 10-point turn if I've ever seen one myself. So where does that put him?
He's fallen to P5.
Only? Oh, he must have been doing such a good job.
Yeah, it looks like he was passed by more lapped cars who have just adapted themselves.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's P7.
Amazing. Oh, and he's triggering attack mode here. Yep, so he's going to be trying to make that time back that he lost from spinning. DIRIYAH still our leader here. Let's see that gap close down from Cast to DIRIYAH.
As Kai Kara loses attack mode. Or did that lose? Oh, it's stuck on 1 second remaining, I think.
Oh, yeah. That just means it's off at that point. So yeah, this gap between Cast and DIRIYAH is actually coming down quite significantly here. 1.8 seconds the gap, down from 2.2. So it looks like Cast is making his way back, and he is not on attack mode.
Nerdy Gaming is getting right up behind Capitan Bo for that P3 position.
Oh yeah, we saw him have spots of pace during the free practice sessions. Looks like he's able to keep it all together right now, and if he's able to keep that kind of form, he'll be fighting for maybe a podium. As he hits the wall.
Spoke too soon.
Yeah, commentator's curse is what we call that. We've got Nikolai, I believe that is. No, it is Nikolai.
P18.
Behind. Yeah, P18. Wow, running so.
Fexagan has disconnected from the game.
Ooh, I wonder if they were on for some points. Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, that is, there's only one DS to cheat remaining now.
Yep. Meanwhile, Cass 1.5 seconds behind the leader, DIRIYAH. We've got a battle for the lead once again on our hands. I wonder if any of these drivers are going to opt for the attack mode here. I believe that's Nikolai in the background that we see with the attack mode. It is. But yeah, here he is right on the back of DIRIYAH. So this is going to be an all-out battle for the lead. I wonder if either of these drivers are going to take the attack mode.
If Dance goes for the attack mode, so is Castronix. He's not going to want to lose any. He's not going to want to lose any pay. No, neither of them go for attack mode.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to be saving it. 1 second separates them. No DRS in Formula E, guys. Get your head out the gutter. But we have this real battle here. We get to see what the gap updates to right now. 0.9 seconds. These guys are running bumper to bumper here.
79% battery left on DIRIYAH. 81% battery left on Castronix.
Yeah, Cass being more efficient with his battery here, surprisingly. And he spins!
He spun!
And the dream is over. Porsche's going back to the dark ages. The dream is over.
Cars unlapping themselves. Capitan Bo takes P2.
Yep, that's Captain Bo. And Nerd coming through, and maybe he'll be taking P3 if he can get up to speed. And it looks like he just doesn't have it. Just doesn't have what it takes.
So he's lost in that battle to Capitan Bo then. That's going to be hard on him.
Yeah, let's see if he takes the... he doesn't. I was going to say, let's see if he takes the attack mode there. He opts out of it. Now we have to find another battle.
We've still got 29 laps remaining of this race. People are going to be taking it later in the race. I doubt anyone would want to risk it at this point.
Very good point. Actually, very good point. Let's go ahead and see if anybody's on attack mode right now. A few people coming down from attack mode. Builder of Worlds in the 19th place using attack mode. But nobody in the top 6 other than Greg is on attack mode right now, and his is about to run out very shortly.
Real Miggy in the Nissan E-Dams has an 11-second gap to the person in front of him. Just how bad.
Oh, wow.
Just how bad the back markers are falling back.
Yeah. From project user downwards, all 40 plus seconds off the pace right now. If Dan's Hijak can keep this clean and not make any mistakes, then he should be pretty golden for that podium position. Or actually for that win, might I add.
P9 to P1, that would be a very good recovery drive.
Yeah, look, Cass is showing signs of pace again. Currently with a personal best first sector and a purple fastest of anybody in the middle sector. Makes a light error there in the last corner, considering that is a blind corner. It's very difficult to get. Will he get the fastest lap? He doesn't. But very, very, very early signs of pace here. Let's see if we can keep that consistency up. Doubt he'll be able to close an 11-second gap to somebody like Dan's Hijak, but he can try. As long as Dan's Hijak doesn't make any mistakes.
Mercedes are not doing very well. TDM fan in 8th position. Where's Kai Carragon? He's in P4.
I actually can't see him.
I can see him. He's in P4. He's actually gaining back up the field. I thought he was in the bottom 10, in the below 10.
Yeah, I did too. Mercedes rocking weird colors for their driver number there. I would expect them to use their usual teal, their Patronus teal, but they're rocking the dark blue here today. I believe Kai Kara has also used up both of his attack modes here, so I don't think we'll be seeing him use anymore.
The Formula E team for electric racing has got the stripes of the Petronas oil company down the side of it.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. They justified it by saying it was for Vestas, who was their title sponsor. But we can definitely see that they were heavily inspired from the Petronas stripes down the side of the Formula 1 car.
Yep, and especially with those pointed stars on there, we know exactly what they were doing there. What do you think about the black livery?
It's alright, but the silver's definitely better.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the black, you know, considering most of the cars on this field are black. It doesn't stand out enough for me.
Yeah. I think if they wanted to incorporate some black on it, they could have done like half silver, half black and do like a gradient sort of thing with the Mercedes stars. But yeah, a full black thing just looks a little bland.
You know, it's funny though, half black and half silver was what they were rocking before.
Oh.
That was their black livery. Yeah, so I guess they were just like, hey, we have to go all black with it now.
And AG Capadon has spun.
Oh no. And he's running 13th.
He has recovered though in that Nissan.
Oh, Captain Bo setting all personal bests and taking that fastest lap. Currently 8.6 seconds off the lead.
And Nerd is taking it straight away from him with the fastest Sector 3 of the session.
Wow. Wow, these fastest laps are going hand in hand basically right now. I'd like to see what the times are after the race, because these times, we know these drivers are extremely close. There must be tenths between these drivers. Nerdy's got the attack mode though. Captain Bo did that also with the attack mode. So as these drivers are getting more comfortable with the car, we have a spinner. It's the Copioid.
That's Copioid.
Yup, and he's running down in a 15th position. Not sure if he's gonna be running down for long. We've got another spinner, and it's Sims, which is funny because that's the name of an actual Formula E driver. Maybe that's the inspiration there. Meanwhile, at the front of the grid, we've got Dance Hijak going on board with Dance Hijak. You can see him about to about to lap Project User here in the Audi. And I want to stay on board with this because I want to see what the difference is between the race leader and somebody who's in the midfield right now. This is 12th place that he's lapping.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this is saying
that's embarrassing.
This is saying a lot about Project User's pace if his teammate is about to go one full lap ahead of him.
Within half. Oh, he takes the attack mode. Here we go.
Well, he's definitely going to get him now.
Yeah, let's see what he can close up on. Or how quickly he can close in on his teammate with the attack mode, and how he can handle the extra power. I don't think we've seen Dance Hitjack take the attack mode just yet. It would help if the timer told us, but I guess we're going to wait for that. So yeah, we'll see what kind of pace he can show, what kind of pace he can display here. I mean, are we still on board with him?
Yep.
Yeah, and we can see just how tight these S's are. Unlike Suzuka, there are walls.
Yeah.
Guarding every inch of this track.
It's so hard to nail. You have to take one line through there or you've screwed it over. Through here it's exactly the same. If you try and take a line that won't work, you'll be sliding your back end into a wall.
Exactly, as we just see Dance Hitjack do almost the same thing in a sense. Interestingly enough though, Dance Hitjack has only had the attack mode for about a minute and he spins it. Okay. Wait a minute, that puts Captain Bo in first. Yeah, Captain Bo now leads this race.
Good for the BMW team.
Wow, if we're gonna see a BMW Andretti win this race, that'll be a very big shock to the system. As we see Cast actually setting a purple middle sector. Wow, I mean, everybody's starting to unlock their pace right now. Yeah, that's a good question. Dance makes it all the way down to 3rd position.
I doubt he will be there for long though.
Yeah, I mean, he falls 6 seconds.
Back.
Yeah, and Cast is only 1.4 seconds behind the now new leader of Captain Bo, and he's right on his rear bumper or diffuser. Formula E cars, most Formula cars, to be fair, not actually having bumpers.
Yeah, but it is one massive diffuser on this car for a single seater.
Yep, taking advantage of the Venturi effect. Google it. Meanwhile, Cast really closing in on Captain Bo ahead, and he's on the attack mode, so we should see a pass on the straight. I want to go on board with Cast just to see what difference that makes. As we see, he's right behind Captain Bo right now.
And he's ahead. Ooh. Oh, he's slidey. He's not ahead anymore.
Very slidey. Yeah. Taking a very deep line into the little chicane there. As he gets ahead now, but can he keep it on the road? That's the main question here.
They are neck and neck, literally inside each other.
Very close as they're coming up to lap back marker traffic, so they're both going to be distracted by the cars ahead. Oh, we got a car backwards there. That was a, what was that? Who cares? These guys, very, very, very interesting battle right now going on between these guys.
That was Builder of Worlds. He spun several, he spins every lap.
Yeah, at this point. Yeah, this is actually very cool. You know, you see these drivers taking 1 or 2 stabs at the turn-in. They don't immediately turn in, which is actually interesting. I'm seeing an Audi. I believe that's Project User getting lapped by these guys once again. But it shows you they're not pulling away from him. Ooh, we have a spinner. That's the Jaguar. Just ahead of Cast. I'm still on board with this battle here just to see what happens. Very interesting. This is what it looks like on board, guys. Next season, driver's eye.
Really?
No, that was horrible.
Oh, come on.
It's horrible in Formula E. It'd be horrible in Ion. It's crazy how close these guys are actually running. It looks like they're basically right on top of each other.
I think they are, to be honest.
Yeah, they on both of the screens, they probably just think they're ahead of each other.
Capitan Bo's got a bit of a gap to P2, 2 seconds. That's like 3 years in this sport.
Yeah, I was a little bit lost here for a second. I was wondering why the color of Cast's car changed. It didn't. That's just another car behind him. Cast made a mistake somewhere. It's another red and black car.
P2 with the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, but now he's 2.4 seconds, which puts him right behind, or right in front of Dance Hitjack.
And he spins! Cast has spun!
Oh, is he going to take the attack mode? Does he have the ability to? No, he's used up all of his attack modes already. Meanwhile, he's got Builder of Worlds with attack mode.
We're barely
And he
halfway.
spins. I mean, all right. You know what? Take a shot every time Builder spins.
We made it through this corner.
Oh,
He
the
spun
entertainment value.
again! This
Oh
is
my God! No way!
brilliant!
You are kidding.
I'm not kidding! He's literally spun again!
Alcohol poisoning is not a joke, ladies and gentlemen. Okay.
Does Hajek actually lost his back end a bit?
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Builder of Wells tries to unlap himself but fails.
All right. Well, we're looking at Dance Hijak here, so we should be able to see Builder in plain view. What? All right. So Builder's teammate Nikolai managed to get his car stuck for about 35 seconds. He just got it unstuck. In the chat, we have Nikolai suck. Fair argument. But Captain Bo now has a 8.5 second advantage over second place,
that was a Jaguar
which again is
spun.
Cast.
That was 2. No, it wasn't 2. It's
Yep,
that's
we got a
Neo.
Mahindra. Yeah, and now we have a Mahindra as well spinning, which is.
I feel like everyone's
disappointing
spun
at
at
this
least
point.
once this race. These cars have so little traction in the corners, it's incredible.
Yeah, and these drivers, these cars, you can hit your rear wheel onto the wall really easily, and it'll send you around. Meanwhile, in the back, we have no battles going on between anybody because everybody's too far away. We have another spinner though. It's Sims again in the DS Cheetah. And I guess we'll just be looking at Captain Bo.
Thank goodness that we don't have yellow flags. If not, I think the entire session would permanently have to be on one.
Yep. It would be a safety car every single lap. And you know what? Thank God did no damage as well. That would be quite annoying.
That would be literal hell.
I'm not sure we would have any finishers.
Often Greg was leading the race for 1 point. Is now P7. His teammate.
35 seconds. Second place.
His teammate's in second place.
With the fastest lap, so I mean that counts for something at least.
For some reason, I find it more difficult to see people when they've got the fastest lap.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
keep looking up and down, and then I'm like, I think it's because the colours blend into each other a bit more, the reds and the purples. That probably be it.
Yeah, I kind of avoid the purple color and look everywhere else other than that. Because you expect them to be further down for some reason. I'm not sure why. Okay, so currently in this race, Captain Bo P1, Castronics P2, Dance Hijak P3. We've got Nerdy Gaming P4. All of these guys have used their attack mode. And we've got Cass spinning into the wall and Real Miggy spinning with him. That was like a choreographed pirouette. Both cars spinning at the exact same time. Yeah. That puts Dance Hijak ahead of Castronics here. And it looks like you lose about 7 or 8 seconds when you do spin. So that explains the gaps here.
Well, it depends
if someone's 8 or 9 seconds ahead.
And how long you get stuck for when you do spin.
Alright, so let's do Builder of Worlds. He's 118 seconds behind. Let's calculate the amount of spins that is. Divided by 7. That's 16 spins from Builder of Worlds. Down in 18th position. See if he's spinning right now.
His teammate's not doing any better, I will say. He's currently the best out of the Venturi cars.
Yeah, 18th and 19th. Not sure you can count these Jaguar guys in. Their drivers seem a little, to put it nicely.
Yeah, this is their first
have another spinner here.
Race.
Cast again. Cast spins again, and he has to do a 5-point turn. Let's see what that puts him down to. If we see Nerdy, we have Builder of Worlds in the background here. If we see Nerdy anywhere in the picture, then we know that he's going to be right on this rear bumper.
20...
Yep, and we have Builder of Worlds spinning again.
Well, I do say I am shocked.
Oh, God. Man.
Right, so that's 5, 6,
Retire.
7, 8-point turn. And he's back on the road. Driver of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Driver of the day.
Yes, Builder of Worlds, without a doubt. 18th position. You know what? It's interesting. People in the back of the field are actually on the attack mode. AG Capadonna hasn't used up all two of his. Maybe he'll zoom all the way from 15th position, 104 seconds down to somewhere near the podium.
Well, he's only
We're
got
gonna have to
4
see.
seconds to the person in front of him too. He could get a point if he really tried, but it's still 50 seconds to make up.
Yeah, 55. Yep, that's. I mean, hey man, never say never.
EDM fan running in the last points position for Mercedes.
Wow. Oh, and look at that. We have Kai Kara. We haven't seen him all race. He's been running a very incognito race here as he takes attack mode. I didn't know he still had one. I thought all drivers were pretty much out of that, but now it seems like they most certainly
Well, we're
do.
in the last
Okay, let's
20
see.
laps now.
Yeah, let's see how what he's able to do in the next 4 minutes or so. Kai Kara currently 2 seconds behind the next person. Yeah, he can make it all the way up into the podium if he drives and doesn't hit the wall, which he's doing every fucking corner right now.
Kai Kara
Um,
has a tendency to be a very. Well, the Xbox just timed out.
Mistake prone.
Yeah, he can get up there, but as soon as he gets up there, he's gonna make a mistake and then lose it, like we've seen time and time again in F1.
Yeah. We can actually see he's 3 seconds away from fourth position, I believe. Yeah, he's 3 seconds away from fourth position, and from there he'll only be 3 seconds away from third. So don't count Kakera out, and he's driving a Mercedes, so
And he's taken Melodic Adrian.
wow, the Spaniard being overtaken by the Croatian. What a weird set of
And
nationalities.
Kai Kara's lost it.
And I'm not disappointed. Disappointment doesn't even begin to cover it. We've got the hell. What's going on here? Is that Builder? Yeah, it's Builder just hitting the inside wall, the outside wall, then the inside wall. Yeah, I think he's given up at this point.
Yeah, he's got the 2 Jaguars behind, and yeah, he's fallen. He's got the Jaguar behind him and his teammate. There's not much he can do now. He's out of the points, so I don't understand
maybe-
why he's not just retiring the car.
Yeah, maybe he'll. Maybe he'll go for fastest lap. Oh god. Anyway, clown check.
Do you still get the point
yeah.
for fastest lap in Formula E if you're not in the top 10?
So nah. Basically, it goes if somebody outside of the top 10 sets a fastest lap, the fastest lap then goes to the next person. Kaikara spins again.
Builder of
Anyway,
Worlds, Kai Kara, they're like 2 peas in a pod together spinning.
Yeah, dynamic duo, right here. Whoa, who was that? Was that Builder? I feel like it'd be unfair to assume it was Builder. It was Builder. It was Builder. Okay.
If you
Anyway.
just assume it was, then like 90% of the time you'll be right.
Yeah. 170. He doesn't pit. Does not pit. Interesting. Oh yeah, Builder of Worlds out of a league ever since WRA shut down. This is pretty much his only place to go.
Yeah.
So I think he'll be putting in more effort next week, maybe, and we'll see what's going on. Can you see any battles on track? I see one.
All I see
F1
is
fan.
the TDM fan slowed right down next out of the final corner. The only battle I can really see at the moment is the battle for the lead, which is between P1, Capitan Bo, and P2, Dinosaur Hajek, who is quite back, but still has a chance.
Yeah, Dancer Jack, interesting because, well, one, I can't really see him. Two, he's actually closing this gap. Look, the gap is 6.5 seconds right now. Let's wait for him to cross the line. And that gap goes down to up to 7 seconds. Okay, so it looks like he's going to have to start putting in some more consistent laps here. Ask the question, why is everybody spinning? Good question. Oh, we've got Lawfun Greg using his attack mode. Really didn't know he still had one in him. Kaikera's attack mode will be wearing off in a couple of seconds here.
I feel like the more mature drivers have waited until the back end of the race in order to use their second attack mode, because if you just waste it all at the start, you don't know what situation you're going to be in the final laps where you could really use an attack mode to get ahead of your rival.
Yeah, And we see Nerd here being a very perfect example of that. Currently, he's 28 seconds off the lead, but he's only 2 seconds behind the guy in front of him, which is Melodic Adrian. We saw him get passed by Cat Kara earlier in his stint, and we should probably see him get passed by Nerdy Gaming TL. FTL. My bad. We'll see what that gap closes down to. Let's go on board with Nerdy Gaming since this is the only thing going on right now. That's Builder of Worlds, I believe. No, I believe that is Builder of Worlds.
And he is retiring. Builder of Worlds is retiring.
No surprises there. I think the real surprise is the fact that he didn't do it sooner.
Or he's just going in the pit. He's just driving in circles around the pit lane now.
Yep. Oh, look at this battle. So we're on board with Nerdy Gaming, and he's right on the back of Melodic Adrian here for 4th, and he's got the attack mode. So we're gonna see what he's capable of doing on the straight. And there he goes, straight past him. That's how you use the attack mode right there. So he closed up a 2-second gap to Melodic Adrian ahead of him, and now he's pulling away somewhat. Yeah, next down the road is Cast, who's 10 seconds, as you see an Envision Version Racing, I believe, spin in the background.
Everyone up to P7 has been lapped, so that's 8 through 21.
Huh. Oh yeah, that's right, because the lap times here are only like 46 seconds.
Yeah.
Alright, well, Builder has been black fagged from this race for going backwards on the track. Cry.
I'll say it again. I will not say I'm shocked.
Yep, no surprises there. Builder of Worlds is back. I doubt he'll be in a car. Let's go ahead and make sure of it.
Toots holding up the only Neo 333 car in P15. Doesn't look like he'll be able to do much to get into the points today. He is, mental maths, 35 seconds behind the first point available.
Quick maths. Speaking of maths, we got Captain Bo here. He's got 3 minutes on his attack mode. Surprised he still had 1 left. And crazy, he's leading this race and he's got the attack mode, of course. Every driver having to use their attack mode at least twice.
It's a big gap down to Dancer Hajek, which is good for the leader.
No, it's actually closed up. It's now 1.2 seconds. Dante Jack is right on the back of Captain Bo.
And he
but
has
Captain Bo does
mode.
have the attack mode. Yeah. Yeah. You can see him pulling away on the straights. I like being on board with Dante Jack. It's calming. As we see his teammate, that's Project User.
Yeah, he spun into the attack mode.
Yeah, that's not how you trigger it.
Well, he has it activated, so.
Oh, cool. Maybe he did it.
Yeah, that would be a big shame if you were planning to use attack mode at the end of the race and you spin into the attack mode activation zone on like lap 48.
You know, if you were able to do that and activate it, that deserves driver of the race.
Yeah. Well fun, Greg, running P8, was in the lead, remember, started P3 for the Porsche Formula E team.
Yeah, 45 seconds off the lead. Meanwhile, Cass, 10 seconds. But 10 seconds isn't really 10 seconds in Formula E. 10 seconds is 1 spin, right? So if the 2 guys ahead of him spin once, then that puts them all back into contention. So don't close your YouTube viewers yet. This battle could be very spicy or very mild, but you gotta tune in to find out.
Yeah,
1.7 seconds between the leaders.
One spin, P3 could be winning the race, and a very bad spin could be P6 winning the race.
Yeah, or like a traumatic spin, and Builder could be winning the race from 239 seconds down.
Yeah, and as I say that, who is that? Castronics has spun. God
damn it, Cast. Let's see where he goes. I'm pretty sure that puts him out of contention for, or does it? No. That's at least 2 or 3 spins right there worth of spins that he's got
we're
in terms
measuring
of
the time gap between drivers now by spins.
Yeah, come on, 7 goes into 21 three times, which means that he's 3 spins ahead of Nerd, which actually turns out to be the case. So there you go. Um, Nerdy Gamer now only 4 seconds behind Castronics, so that's 4 seconds off a podium right there. Cast does have the fastest lap, so he has the pace, but can he put that pace down to paper? And he's got the attack mode too, which is noteworthy.
Very exciting then for the top 3 podium positions. 20 seconds separating the top 4. 22 seconds, sorry. But only 4 seconds separating position 3 and position 4. So that could easily switch around.
Yeah, and I'm very interested to see this gap come down and stay down because we've seen Captain Bo manage to be the most consistent driver in the midfield, but he has the attack mode, and we've seen the attack mode kind of have negative effects rather than having positive effects. Doesn't seem like the drivers can handle the extra power given
Riley
to
in
their
the
cars.
Envision Virgin Racing has spun around.
Oh, yep, there he is, number 14. Let's see what he's able to do. Doesn't look like anything. I think we saw another car almost have a half spin there in the background. That was AG Capadonna. And he's running in 13th position in the Nissan team.
Capitan Bob only has 5 laps to go until he's the winner of this race. Let's hope he hopes Danzajek can't get ahead of him. He's going to have to fend him off if he gets any closer.
Yep. But with 5.1 seconds separating them, I think Captain Bo has a pretty safe bet to the end of the race. All he has to do is keep it on it's all the track. I'd like to see someone keep it off the track, keep it out of the walls, and then he'll be able to keep that P1, and that very, very nice P1 in his first Pro Series win. We've seen him win in F2 quite a lot recently, actually. I don't think anybody likes that. But yeah, we're going to see him potentially win in Formula E as well. The inaugural Ion Formula E E-Prix. Or actually, sorry, E-Pre, my bad.
Thank you. I was about to get very angry then.
I was like, wait, hold on a minute. Dude, I know how to pronounce that word.
That's a DS to Cheetah spinning. That would be Sims. He's the only one remaining on the field.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of spins from him, actually. Every time I look at him, he's like facing the wrong direction. And it looks like we have a Mercedes currently fighting for nothing. Never mind, that's a BMW. That's Captain Bo lapping him. That's Captain Bo lapping P6.
Kaikara's been lapped?
Yeah, I was so confused.
Holy.
Yeah, so there we go. A Mercedes behind the BMW on completely different laps. That's right. We have to remember, 46 seconds means lapped, because that's how quick a lap is around here.
That's mental. The only people not lapped is P5, P4, P3, P2, and P1.
Oh, yeah, without saying. And speaking of P1, the gap comes down from 5.6 to 4.7. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. I think we can safely say that Captain Bo has a pretty good chance of winning this race, presuming he does not.
But all it takes is one spin, and he's P2.
Yeah, exactly. And 2 spins, and he's P3. Meanwhile, Captain Bo is actually in a Mercedes sandwich, which is actually somewhat entertaining. To see Mercedes this far back in the field, that's shocking. Yeah. If you said that in Formula 1, they would beat you up without a second glance. They'd pick you up and curb stomp you. At even the thought of Mercedes being lapped by a BMW. This is interesting. So the battery levels, look at that. We've got some drivers here.
32% for Danzajek, or 31% for F1 fan. That seems to be the lowest on the field.
Yeah, meanwhile, we've got drivers like Project User here with only 54. Very interesting. We knew these drivers would be safe to the end. It was just a matter of testing. And it looks like we have one driver who hasn't used his attack mode at all, and that's P19 Accurist. What a name.
Well, here we go. Penultimate lap then for Capitan Bo. We're already halfway through it. And across the line for the final lap.
Yep, here we go. You see the two Mercedes in the background, but forget about them. It's Captain Bo today that we are going to be focusing on. Because if he spins it, he loses this race. Looks like he's taking extra precaution through all of these corners here. Let's look at that gap. Yeah, let's see if it comes down.
Yeah, he doesn't want to throw this
5.3
win
seconds.
away.
No, he knows what he has to do. 5.3 seconds. And Dance Hijak looks like he's trying to consolidate second place as well. He's not trying to spin it either. Not pushing by any means, by any stretch of your imagination. AG Capadona spinning ahead of us here. Ooh, 4.9 seconds is what the guy comes down.
Bo coming up to the line.
And wins it.
He wins. Congratulations to BMW.
M-Power. Which is probably the most racist thing you could say to a German. But yeah, now he's a little bit confused to where he goes.
Yeah.
As we have Dance Hijak here, and Cast not doing too bad, and actually managing to secure that podium there, and brings it home P3. So your podium, ladies and gentlemen, is the BMW I Andretti of Captain Bo, Dance Hijak in his Audi, and Castronix in the Porsche. Well. I can't say that was uneventful.
Yeah. Lots of spins.
Good job, guys.
We're going to be back here next week. Sorry, not next week. 2 weeks' time, because we have F1, F2, and GT3 next week.
Oh, I think that got pushed back.
Did it?
Something like that. I'll double check. We'll double check.
We're either going to be here for Formula E next week or Formula 1, Formula 2, and GT3.
Yeah. And you know what? Just to make sure you know, how about you subscribe to the channel and then you'll know for certain. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to. Are you not subscribed to the YouTube channel? Are you not subscribed to the YouTube? Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're trying to hit 1,000. Okay. I mean, no. This is about you being informed about future Ion live streams. So subscribe because you want to. That's an instruction.
You heard it from the man himself.
Ooh. We have a podium to go to. Oh wait, I'm on the podium. How did they get up here?
You'll probably teleport, to be honest.
Buttons on the back. Formula E, still not my favorite sport.
What's wrong with it?
See, it's the tracks for me.
I like the tracks. It's like unique.
I mean, it's cool. That's cool. You know, I can get down with that. But anyway, Formula E is great, guys. It's Ion. And here's just in. Kashmir died of alcohol poisoning because Builder spun so much. And this is concerning my mic is dying. I don't have to buy another one. As we wait for this podium thing to happen.
We're going to have the top 3 and the winning team on the podium. This special Formula E podium. It's not the same as the ones that are used in the other categories.
Nope, they get unique treatment. If they deserve it, I guess.
Cool thing about Formula E with Ion specifically is it doesn't matter what leagues you've raced in before. Anyone can race in here, as it is completely separate. So it doesn't matter whether you've got a podium in F1 or GT3. You can have former F2, GT3, F1 drivers all racing together on the same track.
Yep, that's a great feature, as it means that the entire grid is just Ion drivers from other leagues. 85%, by the way, I calculated it.
So here we go, P3 Castronics with his Rosewater.
It's a Moat and Champion.
We
It's the
have
brand of it.
Dan in second place in his, well, not in his, driving for Audi. And Capitan wins the race with BMW I Andretti.
You'll never get tired of hearing that, right?
So thank you for watching Ion Formula E for today. The race is done. Capitan has won with BMW. Congratulations to their team as well as all the other podium sitters. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you know when we are next live with another racing event, either in Formula 1, Formula 2, GT3 or this Formula E. We're either going to be back the same time for this next week, or we're going to be back for some Formula 1, Formula 2 and GT3 action. Depends what's first up in line and what is ready. So, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the track.